Hey there, my Geminis. Welcome to my channel. Hopefully you're all well, happy, healthy, wealthy, abundant. Today we're going to be doing a look at the month of May, see where the energies are, see if there's any advice from Spirit, anything you need to know going forward. I'm going to start by rolling these dice here just to get an overall view. We have South Node, the number 10, and Aries. Someone you know could have Aries in their South Node, or you could just know an Aries, be dealing with one. I'm going to pull from this enchanted map to get an overall view for the reading, see if there's anything in here for you. Let's see. That was fast. We have Moonlight. Ooh. Let me get the book. Let's see what that is about. It's the number 51. 51 could mean something. Could be important to you. The number 6 as well. Okay. So Moonlight says your intuition allows you to see beyond the mundane. Logical and analytical follow it. Moonlight beckons. Come and trust your intuition to lead you into places that may not seem logical. Your hunches will be right on target. Resist second guessing yourself, for your alternative perception is especially sharp right now. You can see beyond the surface of things and truly read between the lines. This is a good time to use oracle cards or other systems of divination to gain information. Remember that the language of intuition is a symbolic one. It comes subtly through a hunch, a tingling, a clear sound, or an animal or object crossing your path. Spirit is sending you messages to help you now. Success is yours if you follow the signs. Moonlight. Me personally, I love the moonlight. We'll get more information with tarot, but it looks like your intuition is going to be your best friend this month. Get out of the head a little bit, because I know Geminis like to stay in their head more than anything. Let's see. What does the tarot have to say? What else do we have for my Gemini collective? I'm going to deal them, and then we will talk about them. I want to thank you for everything you do for my channel. Whether big or small, I greatly appreciate it. I think my last readings I did, Gemini was the highest view. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay. So your challenge this month, you might be having some financial problems right now. You could be having car trouble. Maybe having problems collaborating with people. There could be something in your environment that could be very beneficial for you. Whether that be an opportunity in business, an opportunity in love, an opportunity in collaboration with somebody else. The only problem is that in the current moment, this is your challenge, and it could just be that you're having some issues with money, your car, you're in the middle of a move, or something like that. But so the challenge is just going to be for you to really invest into people that have invested into you, or that are willing to collaborate with you or help you. Maybe you're just the type of person that when something goes wrong, you have to fix it yourself. You don't rely on other people. So it shows that like there's a tremendous amount of opportunity there for the taking, but, or even for the making, but you're going to have to move towards it or start applying yourself towards those things. May might be a little bit of a problem for you, only because we have the Queen of Air, the Two of Air, and the Seven of Air. You're having to make a decision, possibly about another air sign, or about a commitment. Even, it's just like you get stuck in your head about something and you feel that everybody's out to get you. People are poking and prodding and like trying to get your attention, trying to bait you into arguments, and it's just really messing up your mind. You're just like blocked. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to see it. You're just trying to find that peace within yourself to really continue. That's probably why the moonlight came out, because you really need to lean on your intuition more than your thoughts, because your thoughts are trapped right now about how can I get to this? How can I get to this? What am I supposed to do? When Spirit is like, I've already told you what you need to do, or how you can, or I've already provided the opportunity for you to do this. You may have just blocked it out of some kind of response or guardedness, something like that. Okay, so what you don't see coming is that the end of the burdensome cycle is going to end, but there's something that you're going to have to walk away from in order for it to end, because if you keep carrying on other people's problems, responsibilities, and don't tend to your own, you're going to keep being overburdened. You may have a choice between two people, and that could be like weighing very heavy on you towards the end of the month, and you're going to have to make a decision to walk towards your happiness and walk away from something that possibly has not been fulfilling, has been kind of, you know, just overwhelming, just too much on your plate. Because right now you just feel like everything is going in a way that's not in accordance to what you feel should be happening. So, I mean, we're in Mercury retrograde, and Mercury is associated with Gemini. So there could be, you know, like, even if your car breaks down, that stuff normally happens during Mercury retrograde. Problems in communication, stuff like that. So it could just be the Mercury retrograde is having a little bit of effect on you, and it's just triggering something in you, and it's triggering it so that you can change it and so that you can move forward. Let's see, I'm going to get some clarifiers on this. To see exactly what's going on. Okay. So the challenge for you is gonna maybe let's say you have problems communicating with somebody that's at a distance from you, or getting to a job that's at a distance to you. You've got the Six of Wands on top of the Chariot. And for me, the Six of Wands is all about like stardom, being in the spotlight. Maybe working from home might be an option for you in order to make some kind of money. I know Geminis are very good speakers and communicators, so maybe you could be an influencer or something like that. Something that where you could change the world, basically. Be the star. Maybe it's all about perspective. Maybe your chariot isn't moving because you're looking at things from a dull point of view instead of like the reality that's going on. Because justice is here and the Ten of Earth is here. Like, the universe is trying, or the Creator God is trying to provide you with like stability, that happily ever after, you know, the generational wealth, and it's going to come in the form of justice. I mean, you could go to court and come with some type of money, or you could get something back that you weren't expecting it, but the justice is going to be served. You just have to remain very positive. Remember who you are. Remember that victory is yours. Start speaking that abundance into your life. Like, be more like this Queen of Wands. Like, create magic. You know, collaborate with somebody. I know that you probably are connected to a group of people that could help you to get success, or help you to, you know, collaborate towards success. You all could create something to, you know, but you're going to have to move towards it very passionately. Know that the magic is within you. Know that you are capable of these things. That's the challenge. Because in May, it just shows that you're going to be stuck in your head about something. It could be like, oh my gosh, my car broke. Oh, I can't get to work now. Oh, this, oh, that. And instead of like sitting in the thoughts of it, like leaning into that intuition, because sometimes things fall apart, so that way you can get into or onto the spiritual path that you were meant to be on, or the soul mission that you were supposed to be on. And, you know, staying up at night, worrying and thinking too much about things that you really have no control over, basically. It does show, like, in the center of your reading, though, you have the Two of Air, which means, like, you're blocked, you're at a stalemate, you don't know what to do, you can't think about it anymore, you don't want to look at it, you don't want to deal with it, right? So there is going to come something, there's something that's going to come in that's going to help you to move from the choppy waters into the calmer waters. But it's all going to be a choice, because she's alone in this boat. Like, you're going to have to make the decision to let everything that doesn't serve you, or everything that's holding this boat back, like all the anchors and whatever that's keeping it from moving, you're going to have to let it go. And you're going to have to, like, instead of crossing your arms, just raise them, you know, surrender it. Because it does show you're dealing with a lot of, like, competition, petty arguments, fighting, people just baiting you and, like, trying to get a reaction out of you, and you are reacting to it. So the advice is, instead of reacting to it, remember that you've elevated yourself to a certain place. And the people that are coming at you or coming for you, they're not even on the same level as you are. Like, you've already achieved a certain amount of, like, growth and expansion, and they haven't. So just let them sit in that lower vibrational energy instead of you feeding into it and, like, letting the fuel get, you know, the flames get higher and higher and higher. Or letting them, like, get you in your head to where you can't even make a decision for yourself. You know, like, if somebody's constantly telling you can't do this, you can't do that, can't do this, then you're going to start thinking that yourself, unless you find a way to, like, surround yourself with, like, a white light that's going to keep the negativity away from you. Like, instead of reacting, deactivate it or like transmute the energy into your own power, because if you feed it back, you're giving them the power, whereas you could be holding that power and using it to move you forward. And I do see that you're going to be doing this towards the end of the month, because the 10 of Cups is clarifying the 10 of Wands. You're going to be letting one cycle of like overburdensome work, like you've got just too many responsibilities, you're carrying too much, into a time of like true happiness and love and abundance. It's like transmuting that energy from something that's very heavy and low vibrational into something high vibrational, and that sits right with your soul, something that feels like home to you. You may be a little guarded about it. There could have been like a third party situation in the past that happened, and you just reflect on it over and over and over again. Like, I've been through this enough times, like there's something there that just doesn't feel right. But I do see that there is going to be reason to celebrate towards the end of the month. You've just got to kind of let your guard down a little bit so you can see it, because the sun's coming out on top of this 8 of water. And like I said, she's walking away from the stuff that's just weighing her down, the stuff that just, you know, like emotionally is draining her, into a place where she's abundant and like thriving and, you know, whatever. So by the end of May, I do see that whatever stuff is going on, you will be able to see it for what it is and just move forward into like a more stable place. Get out of your head a little bit, more into your intuition, like the moonlight says. And what's funny is we've got a lot of 6 cards, and moonlight equals 6, so 666 or 6 could be of importance to you, and it's not a negative number at all if you look it up. It originally came from religion, actually, and it got turned into a negative. Okay, let's see. Let me get some animal spirits and some charms to close it out. Okay. We've got stag spirit. It says take the lead. Bat spirit, a rebirth is assured. Dolphin spirit, this and that are true. And co-create with spirit. The stag spirit to me is like the Patronus, or like yourself from another dimension coming in and like telling you something. So there's something that's going to show up that's almost like a Patronus to you. You're not sure where it came from or why it appeared, but you know it kind of saved your life. Almost like you were looking out for yourself in a different timeline, right? So take the lead in something. Like, don't just sit back and wait for stuff to happen. Just take the lead or walk away, or however you need to do it. And it says a rebirth is assured, so you could be going through some kind of change, some kind of death and rebirth. It's coming regardless if you see it or want it now. And dolphin spirit, it says this and that are true. And that's basically saying, like, you can have your opinion on something and somebody else can have a totally different opinion. But from your perspective, you're right, and from their perspective, they're right. But to you, it's true, and to them, it's true. So basically, this and that are both true. There is no right, wrong. There is just... so maybe that's like with this argument. Maybe there's a way to diffuse it by saying, you know what? This and that are both true. This and that are both true. Both of them are right. You know, like, I don't care. It's not worth arguing about. You're right. I'm right. Doesn't matter. Right? Because to you, you're right, and to they're right, or whatever. And then the crow spirit, co-create with spirit. And that's that moonlight almost. Like, crows are very symbolic of... like messengers from spirit. I'm going to pull some charms to close it out. Let's see. Got a piano. A music note, you could be receiving like musical downloads. You have the 4-leaf clover, so even though you don't see it now, there is luck inside of this month as long as you have faith, because we have the cross here. And then we have a sled, so that's that chariot trying to move. And then, like I said, the grand piano there. You could play the piano, or somebody you know could play the piano. Pull some letter charms. See what we got. We've got the letter V, T, A, N, and D. So Dan, Tan, Van, Nad, Dat, Tad, I don't know. Anyways, hopefully you got something from this. If you did, please smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love y'all guys, the moon, stars, and Mars, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.